been bumped down the pecking order when you go to the website.
It's my favourite source for royal news, and quite right, not that we're biased. Harry said in his BBC interview that he was forced to step away from royal duty due to security concerns. I thought Harry and Meghan had decided to leave.
Okay, let's spill this royalty because, baby, things are getting wild across the pond. If you betray the monarchy, if you humiliate it, antagonize it, and then try to cash in on it, don't expect to walk away with the crown jewels. That title, it's not some participation ribbon you keep just because you showed up. It's a symbol. Loyalty, service, trust, and Parliament, oh, honey, they're done pretending. Now, they say Prince Harry didn't just fumble the royal bag, he straight up torched it. Every principle, every duty, every expectation tied to that royal bloodline, Harry shattered it, stomped on it, and streamed it on Netflix. And now, the UK is coming with receipts. And not just to scold him, but to erase the His Royal Highness right off the envelope.
This story, apparently palace officials have been trying their hardest to strip Harry of his titles, but
this new push to invoke the Titles Deprivation Act isn't just petty revenge. It's a full-on royal detox, like snatching off the tiara and saying, you don't get to wear that sparkle anymore. If this thing passes, Harry won't be HRH, he won't be the Duke of Sussex. He'll just be Mr. Harry Windsor, living in Montecito with security guards, staff, and the hollow echo of a crown he walked away from. And what's Harry doing about it? He's reportedly losing it. Insiders say he's been pacing around like a caged lion in his California palace, furious, heartbroken, calling the move jealous, petty, and driven by media pressure. But here's the real kicker. This isn't a tabloid hit job. This is the government. This is Parliament. This is the British legal machine locking in. No more games, no more dodging. Behind closed doors, Harry's legal team is in chaos mode, searching for loopholes, escape hatches, anything. But Parliament isn't flinching. They're not reacting. They're laying down the law for every royal after Harry who even thinks about going rogue. Because if Harry keeps his titles after all the chaos he's caused, what's stopping the next royal from doing the same?
You said, Joe.
Yeah, I agree.
So we are in total agreement. They are very dependent on each other.
Now, you already know Meghan isn't staying silent. Her camp is calling this whole thing bullying, racism, a full-on attack on a biracial woman who dared to speak up. But let's be real, the public ain't buying that line anymore because this stopped being about race a long time ago. This is about respect, protocol, and the very real fact that you can't burn the royal house down and expect them to let you keep the keys. When the Queen allowed Harry and Meghan to step back, she made the terms clear. No HRH, no taxpayer-funded protection, no brand deals disguised as royal duty. And what did they do? They smiled and then ran to Oprah with a flamethrower. Since then, it's been betrayal after betrayal, louder each time. From that Spotify mess to endless documentaries, books, podcasts, and press junkets, each one more damaging than the last. And the House of Lords, they've had enough. Think about the timing. Harry had just lost his fight to get taxpayer-funded security in the UK. Literally hours later, he drops that BBC interview, painting himself as the wounded royal. Voice cracking, eyes glistening, asking for reconciliation. Really? This after calling out his own brother as violent, accusing his stepmother of scheming, and saying his father emotionally neglected him? And the worst part? That bone-chilling comment he made about not knowing how much longer his father has. Baby, the public was shook. It was eerie, like a veiled threat dropped in the middle of his pity tour. Every word, every anecdote, every emotional photo at Diana's grave, it's all been part of a media chess game. But guess what? The UK is done playing.
Harry and Meghan of their royal titles. The New York Post is reporting that locals in the UK say enough is enough, especially after Prince Harry's disastrous BBC interview, which aired.
Even the press, once obsessed with Harry and Meghan, has turned. And the palace, they're sitting back, letting Parliament do the dirty work. Because this way, Charles doesn't have to personally cut ties. He won't be the dad who disowns his son. He'll be the king who simply respects the will of Parliament. Clean, cold, calculated. And the people, they're lining up to support this move. What started as a tiny petition has become a full-on avalanche. We're talking over 100,000 signatures and rising. These aren't trolls or royal stands. These are ordinary people from London to Sussex to Scotland. People who wept at Diana's funeral, who celebrated William and Kate's wedding like it was their own. They're not mad Harry left. They're mad he keeps cashing in, taking sympathy, fame, and privilege while giving nothing in return.
Whether Prince Harry and the Duchess of Montecito should lose their
official royal titles.
He took the sympathy, he took the spotlight, he took the name, but what did he give back? Nothing. Not an ounce of dignity, not a shred of restraint, not even a whisper of truth, just complaints. Constant complaints, wrapped in California sunshine and aired out on every screen possible. And now, the axe is hovering. Parliament is ready to swing, and it's not just a little title they're threatening. Oh no, if this motion goes through, Harry won't just lose a name, he'll lose his power. That royal brand is what keeps the phone ringing in Hollywood, and once Duke of Sussex vanishes, so will the deals, so will the allure. He'll just be another ex-royal with a tell-all and a podcast. And Meghan, she's downgraded to a former duchess with jam jars, PR dreams, and a Spotify deal in flames. And that, darling, is the storm Harry never saw coming. Not a feud with William, not Charles icing him out, but an institutional purge, quiet, legal, ruthless. It's tradition saying enough. Because when you spend years torching your legacy, you can't be shocked when the crown closes the gates behind you. The Titles Deprivation Act could wipe Harry's title out overnight. No fancy announcement, no soft exit, just gone. And the moment that happens, a new precedent is born, one that slams the door shut on any future royal trying to weaponize their titles for clout. This isn't petty. This is Parliament drawing the line between royal birthright and outright betrayal. Let's not forget, Harry didn't just spill tea. He poured the whole royal kettle. From Oprah to Anderson Cooper to that 400-page emotional bombshell called Spare, Harry has aired out every ugly family moment with zero filter. He turned pain into a brand, and Britain's had enough. The public watched him auction off his trauma, and now they want the last string. That title cut for good. And honey, Harry's panicking. Sources say he never saw this coming, that he thought Parliament wouldn't dare. But sweetie, when you burn every bridge on your way out, you don't get to act surprised when nobody shows up to pull you from the flames. This is the Crown's silent revenge. No press conferences, no dramatic statements, just the cold, creeping wheels of British law moving forward with surgical precision. And Meghan, she's not backing down. She's doubling down. Remember that gift basket for her podcast? The one signed with compliments from Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex? Yeah, that. Even after all the drama, after publicly stepping back, Meghan is still signing off with the title she promised not to use. It wasn't just a faux pas. It was a direct slap in the face to the monarchy, to the Queen, to every agreement they made. That HRH label, it's sacred. It's not a party trick. And using it to sell jam and soft interviews? Parliament noticed, and baby, they were not amused. That one detail, those 4 little initials, might be the final straw that snapped the royal patience in half. Because once you start using royal titles like Etsy labels, you're not just being cheeky, you're mocking the system. And the UK government doesn't play games with its institutions. It plays by protocol. Now, here's where it gets even messier. Prince William? He's done being the silent brother. Sources say William is behind the scenes encouraging the title removal. Oh yes, for years he kept it classy, stoic, quiet, the perfect Windsor air. But now he sees the damage Harry's doing to the crown, to the family, to the very monarchy he's preparing to lead. And enough is enough. This isn't about sibling rivalry anymore, it's damage control. Every time Harry opens his mouth, it gets harder for William to hold the royal line. The scandals, the interviews, the veiled threats, it's all making the firm look like a soap opera. And William, he's not letting his reign be defined by his brother's drama.
A plan to finally strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their HRH titles. Riley Sullivan.
He can't let Harry keep dragging the crown through the Montecito mud, not anymore. And King Charles, well, he's not exactly stepping in to save his youngest. No press statements, no olive branches, just silence. Because Charles knows if he rushes to Harry's defense now, he'll only pour gasoline on the fire. The public's trust is already fragile. And Harry's memoir didn't do his father any favors. Remember the accusations, the cold parenting, the racism claims? Charles isn't blind. He knows playing the forgiving dad won't win him back love. It'll just invite more chaos. So what's his move? Classic royalty. Let Parliament play the bad guy. That way he stays clean. The king who respected democracy, the constitutional monarch who listened to the people. And that number soars above 70%, with older generations and royal traditionalists, even young people. Once Harry and Meghan's biggest cheerleaders are switching sides, because let's face it, people feel used, they feel duped by the Oprah special, disillusioned by the cries for privacy, followed by endless exposure, exhausted by the couple's constant contradictions. And now even the people of Sussex, his own duchy, are signing the petition in droves. One local said it best, "He's not our Duke, he's just a Netflix actor with a title." Oof, brutal, but accurate.
Just of Sussex. I just find it very uncomfortable, and I think a huge number of your viewers would agree, that you either respect the system.
And here's the real tragedy. Harry's biggest miscalculation wasn't just leaving the royal family. It was thinking he could torch the palace on live TV, gather the ashes, and still walk around with the crown on his head. But Parliament is done playing along. That illusion crumbling fast. But guess what? That title isn't hers anymore. The Queen asked her not to use it. The UK expects her to stop. And yet, every time she parades that title in public, it's a reminder of the very betrayal that's fueling this firestorm. Let's be real, Meghan's whole "I'm just trying to find my voice" shtick doesn't land when she's using royal branding to boost her empire. People see through it now, and they're not clapping anymore. Back in the halls of Westminster, the legal gears are grinding with history-making force. Lawmakers are dusting off the Titles Deprivation Act of 1917, a rarely used wartime law once meant for royals who sided with the enemy. Well, guess what? Some MPs are saying that's exactly what Harry did. Not with weapons, but with cameras, microphones, and Netflix scripts. He didn't just criticize the family, he undermined them, profited off them, packaged them into reality TV. And that's why this matters, because this isn't some petty family squabble. It's a warning shot to every royal who thinks they can cash in on the crown while trashing it on the side. And Harry, he may finally have to look in the mirror and face the truth. You can't rewrite history if you keep deleting the parts where you were the problem. So what now? Will Harry make a desperate last-minute plea? Will Meghan fire off another media grenade? Or will they go quiet, finally realizing the game is over? Because without the title, they're not symbols anymore. They're not rebels or reformers. They're just celebrities living in the echo chamber of what might have been. And the firm, the crown, the British people, they're moving on. The monarchy has weathered storms far bigger than Harry and Meghan, and now it's proving that no one, not even a prince, is above the rules. This is legacy-level stuff. This is centuries-old history drawing a line in the sand. And for Harry, that line may be the end of the road. So as we close this explosive chapter, remember, this isn't just a royal scandal. It's a cultural reckoning, a battle between modern fame and ancient duty, between Netflix narratives and centuries-old crowns. And the winner? Well, if Parliament has its way, it won't be Harry. Stay tuned, darlings. Because the next twist in this royal saga, it could rewrite everything.